Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the Hot Moving Podcast, and here we go with the Phoenix Suns again with my overreactions. But I mean, I gotta go with the information that's out there. And Bradley Beal and Devin Booker are not going to play Saturday versus Jazz. Bradley Beal has yet to make his season debut, and I understand, taking things slow if he does, with his injury, and not wanting to derail his season. I understand that, but I mean, this ain't good, man. Suns fans, especially guys who bought the tickets to go to the game, we're not gonna see. We haven't seen this full squad for the regular season. We saw a little bit of it in the preseason, and now that these games matter, we got an injury with Bradley Beal, right? Devin Booker got a foot injury apparently. Bradley Beal got a back injury. So what? Phoenix Suns guard Booker, left foot soreness. Doubtful for Saturday's home opener against the Utah Jazz. Beal, lower back tightness, out. And so we got KD, and we know KD has been brittle as of late. So happy we got our first win of the season against the Golden State Warriors. But right now, I'm just feeling a little deflated out the gate with these injuries, right? And I mean, my only question with this team and only concern is, can the Phoenix Suns hold up health-wise, right? I mean, it just seems like the last few years of the NBA has just been heavy on load management. Players getting tweaked so easily. I mean, has the game got more physical? They've tried to soften the game as much as they can with a lot of the ticky-tack calls and everything. Is practice too intense? Who knows what's going on? But right now, I'm not pleased as a Suns fan. Kevin Durant, he scored, 30 plus points in the loss to the Lakers, but I mean, they had no other real scoring options. So I mean, some guy tried to troll me on my last video when I talked about Kevin Durant being is he becoming a role player? Yeah, that still stands packed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, if Booker and Beal is out, then yeah, KD has to score. You got no choice but to score. If you don't score, we're not going to be competitive in a lot of these games, especially if it's just you out there in the lineup and we don't have Booker and Beal, right? I mean, makes logical sense, So, for Bradley Beal, I mean, we saw this in Washington. He's always been injury prone. And I was like, okay, can we get new life, new blood? Will he sustain, right, for us? But at the end of the day, you are who you are. If you are an injury-riddled player, it's going to plague you going forward. So, I'm not happy about this. I'm a little sad that we don't get to see Beal right now. I'm sure we will at some point pretty soon. So I know they're just being caution. It's just the fans speaking. I'm not an athlete or I'm not a medical doctor, so I understand these things. These players go through a lot. They put their body through a lot. I understand that, but it does give me concern. Give me some pause about this, because it's like, I hope we are not gonna be, yoking these guys in and out the lineup due to these weird injuries here and there, because chemistry is really important, right? Especially early on in the seasons, to build that chemistry. When guys are not their full unit and they're in and out the lineup throughout the year, and then they finally get together in the playoffs, it's like, well, they may be expected to go far, but because the chemistry wasn't there, they get bounced out hella early, right? So, man, I like Beal. He's a great player. Obviously, he signed that Supermax over a year ago. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, good. He got his money. But, I mean, there's big expectations here in Phoenix for the Suns. And the expectations is for them to get far. My expectations is not championship. I would like that. But at least get to the Western Conference Finals, right? So, right now, just with these injuries, not a good sign. But hopefully things can get better. So, yeah. Anyways, thanks for listening. Leave me your thoughts about this. Thanks for watching. I'm out.